What's up everybody, JH10 Art here. Today I'm going to be showing you all how to blend alcohol-based markers. The markers I'm going to be using are called Copic markers, but there are also other options such as Blick Studio markers, which work really well. I think they are very similar to Copic markers, and I highly recommend them. They are also more affordable too. There are other options such as Ohuhu markers, which I have yet to try out, but I have heard good things about. So for today, I'm going to be showing you all 2 ways to blend and 2 ways not to blend. In this example, I'm going to be using the example for skin tone. So what you're going to want to do is start off with the darker color and make sure to get a really nice dark color. Make sure it's not kind of blotched. We want it all to be a really dark brown, and in order to do that, we need to layer it. Next, what we're going to want to do is move on to a lighter color than the darkest color. And once again, repeat the process. Make sure it's not blotchy. Now right here, this is a very important step because as you can see, I'm doing circular motions in order to get the nice blend going. The part where you do the circular motions should be where the tip of the darkest color stops. You don't want to make the circular motions too high up because if you do, it's going to take away the dark color that we added in the beginning. This is a slow process, so make sure to take your time with it. And you should be done with the circular motions once you see a gradient area. And when you see that gradient area, go over with your lighter color. And now we move on to a lighter color than the lighter color before, and we repeat the same process over again. As you can see, I'm kind of doing the circular motions again, trying to get the nice gradient area. And once again, when you're done with the gradient area, make sure to go down with your marker. And again, repeat the same process over again with a lighter colored marker. Make sure to not get too carried away because it will take away the effect of the previous darker color. And once again, repeat the same process with the circular motions. It is really important for you to do this because this is a thing that will give you the gradient effect and it will make it look really nice and smooth. Now all that's left is to cover the rest of the white area. As you can see in the result, it is blended really well and it has a nice gradient to it. Moving on to the next type of blending. Many of you really wanted to know how I did the blending for the Sasuke drawing, so here I am going to give you an example of it. As a visual example, here it is on the left. For this example, I'm going to be using a base color and I'm going to cover all the white area first. Now that I'm done with that, like in the previous blending example, start off with your darkest color. And slowly work your way over to the area where you want to stop, but also get a really nice dark purple. Next, once again, move on to your lighter, darker color. And again, here I am making the circular motions in order to get a nice gradient blend. The difference between this color and the base layer is not too different, but in the end result, you will be able to notice it. And again, guys, very important, the circular motions. And lastly, I go in with the base color to get the gradient color. And that's pretty much how I did all the blending for the shading on the Sasuke drawing. Now for this example, I'm going to be showing you guys what not to do. In this example, I'm going to be using a colorless blender. And basically what this is a marker that is used to blend. The reason why I do not recommend using it is because it does not blend as well as when you go with a lighter color. And also it does leave some white marks on the areas that you color, so be aware of that. It's just better to go over with the lighter color on the dark area because it gives it a lot more smoother area. I'm not blending because I want you all to see the effect of the colorless blender. Now that we are done with this section, it's time to move on. As you can see, I zoomed in so you can all see the effect of the colorless blender. And to be honest, in the beginning, it doesn't look too bad. It looks actually pretty fine. But as you move on, it does not end up looking that great. And you can see that with the white marks that's leaving. And it also leaves kind of a grainy look to it, which does not make the gradient look nice and smooth. So I do not recommend the colorless blender. So if you want to try it out, feel free to try it out. In this example, I'm going to be showing you all what not to do. And once again, we start off with the darkest color. Remember to get a really dark color. It's really important. And for me to show you all how not to do it, I'm just going over the dark color without even trying to blend. In the darker areas, it's not that noticeable, but as you go in deeper, it is very noticeable, so make sure to not do this. It is very important. You always want to thoroughly blend the part where the two colors meet. Now see, this is the end result you don't want. So I'm going back in to fix it so you can all see how to fix it. I'm going in with the second darkest color in order to make it blend with the darkest color. Next, move on to the third lightest color and go over it and create circular motions like I said in the past in order to blend it out. It's a constant pattern that you have to keep consistent. And lastly, I'm going in with the lightest color and blending it with the third lightest color. Here is the end result of the fixed product. It looks really well blended and it has a nice gradient to it. But yeah, everybody, hope you all enjoyed. Comment if you want to see more of these type of videos. Let me know in the comment section. Make sure to smash that like button if you like this tutorial. And also subscribe if you are new. I would really appreciate that as well. But other than that, until next time, peace.